last of the seniors that lived in our community. She lived them all. She is the last of the seniors in our community. What can I say of Apu? We don't know her as Apu, we don't know her as Madame. We gave her the name Mavrao. That's what we call her within our community. And when I got to know the family of mostly Winchow, we went to school together. I knew Alfred not well, but I knew William because he was the outgoing individual around our family. And then suddenly he disappeared. But we always used to ask for him. And it is good to see you after so many years. You mentioned that you're surprised of the many that came out. When we were turning the corner and we saw the amount of cars, we said, wow. Mavrao was a well-known individual here within the community. Not only her, but the children, the two sons. And I want to commend Winchow and Alfred for, in your absence as siblings, how they took care of their mother. He had no his sister, right? Yeah. But in the absence of, all of them, the two of you, every time I pass by, okay, good. Every time I pass by, I used to see Winchow walking his mother in the yard, or Alfred walking his mother in the yard or outside of the yard. This is wow. It was an easy thing for them to put her in a home and allow us to take care of her, but they made it their business to take care of their mom. How long do we know that lived in the community? How long did we know Mavrao? It's been a long time. We were little children running in the neighborhood, and Lockdown Laundry was right in front of the church that I am pastoring now. We knew her, we knew them. I was saying to Winchow, we knew the house that they lived in before. It was a wooden house, with wooden windows, 2 steps to go up at the front. And some of us used to sit on the steps. Mavrao she was not a nice lady, but she was not an easy. You can say it just now. She would tell you off the bat what was on her mind, without any kind of apology. And I could tell you about that because she walked the neighborhood every single day. It was like she was the policewoman, in the neighborhood. And if you misbehave, she would tell you what she had to tell you. If she didn't like what you were doing, she would tell you what she liked to tell you. If she sees something that wasn't right, she would say it and walk down the road. I had 1 or 2 confrontations with her. And when you pass by, she will lift her hand and greet you. So which means, listen, I say what I said to you, and I don't have any grudge in my heart. That's the kind of lady we knew about her. I remember well, anytime we had any function inside of the church, that was the old building that existed before, Mavrao made it her business to be there. Right? She would be there, she She would sit way in the back, make sure that she sit at the edge. Why? Because she was short, and anybody sit down in front of her, she couldn't see. So for her to see, she used to do this. Right? I remember that well. And when we finished, it was easy for her to leave to go through, the front door. But she made sure to come down the aisle. She would greet individuals, and she would approach Pastor Connors and and talk to him. And then she would leave. I know a little about her within our community, but we live amongst a whole lot of Chinese within our communities in Leeds. I was just seeing a father sing here a while ago, but she was one that knew everybody within the community and lived good with all her neighbors within the community. So she was a well-known individual within the laundry. From morning, as Wincott says, she would go and open the laundry, and she would be there all day until night. You see her turning the corner and going home, to rest, to get up again to cook the next day. I believe she instilled, discipline within her children. I know a little of Winchell because we used to, be together in school and so on and whatnot. And we considered well. These boys, they studied, they made no trouble. You could get into groups and, make any kind of, trouble within the school. They stayed out of trouble. Why? Because I believe in going home to face mom. Was not the thing to do with trouble. They all, I believe, lived a life of example. Joe was really respected in the community. Alfred, he was well respected within the community. Well, I know these two better than I know the others. So I can say she did a good job. And when I said, Wincott was the outgoing individual because he had my studios, but when he got that brother, there was no one to hold him back. Not even his mother could have hold him back. Right? But yet, they respected their mother. She was a hard-working woman. I never knew the father, but without a father, she worked very hard to support her family. She worked very hard to make sure that wooden house was broken down and rebuilt, right? And she worked very hard to really be an example within the community that we lived in. I was saying to our church on Sunday, she outlived all the seniors. I don't think within our community there is any more seniors, but us, we now become the seniors within the community, and she was well respected. Yes? Oh, yes. She loved her home. She loved around her home. Whatever property she has, it has to be clean. For St. Winchell, everybody cleaned around their home with a chappy and a rake. Vrouw used to get down. And she would pull every blade of grass with her hand on the sidewalk. And she would, if your sidewalk is not looking right, she would come and tell you. Clean your sidewalk. Clean behind the wall outside. And she had There's a piece of property right when we coming out of our church. The property is there, and she owned the house on the other side. I believe her granddaughter is living in the house there now. There was a spot, that's right. There is a spot about a meter from the wall to the property. She made sure that that place was well clean. Right? Rachel told me once she got down, the last thing she did, she got down cleaning, and she couldn't get back up. That was the sign for her to stop. But that's how your mother was. And I hope the example that she left the example that she left, I can tell you that because I'm your neighbor. That you will continue. She will be missed. Remember when she was really down, and I think it was either Alfred or Quincho came to look for her, and they were going to have her, put her in the car, and we were passing by because we didn't see her for months. And we were passing by and we stopped the car and go, "Mevrouw, how are you doing?" And she greeted us. She was a pleasant individual. We'll be proud of what the legacy that she has left back, and the discipline that she gave you all. So it's with our thankfulness of your invitation for us to share, and what Mom was, and we'll see you down at the burial ground. All right? Let me just pray for you as a family. Let's stand together.